Warning, spoiler alert.
Kevin was wrong.
And Milton was right.
All on this episode of the Feel Good Media Show with Kevin and Milton.
All right, Milton. Welcome back. This is it.
Hey, I'm gloating just a little bit, but it's all right.
Settle down.
Okay, sorry. Let the pride
You'll have
die.
your moment here in a minute, but not at the top of the show.
Okay, you're right.
Even though it was kind of at the top of the show, but we're gonna let that settle and move on with a summary of the finale of The Mandalorian Season 2.
Yeah, and just wrapping up the whole season, which has been fantastic. It's been great. But before we get to that, I just got to get something out of the way right away.
Okay.
Because, I do have a daughter who's kind of obsessed with Star Wars, and we watch the show together. Her name's Madison. She's in college right now, but she's been bugging me.
Shout out to Madison.
Shout out to Madison. Golden Eagles all the way. She's been bugging me because she knows we do this show. She's like, Dad, you've never mentioned the thing that I pointed out when we've been watching this show. And she's like, I'm like, yes, you're right. And I promised her that I would make it happen, and I can't go back on my promises to my child.
Right.
So if you watch the show, the opening credits, you get that beautiful, that font of Lucas.
Oh, right.
Lucas Arts, right? Kind of that green neon thing. And then you get this like flash of like masks or helmets. The characters.
Yeah.
And she noticed, and I never noticed, that the evil characters are in red.
Oh.
And the good characters are in blue.
Ooh, okay.
And I was like, really? And I watched it. She's right.
Wow.
She's right. So shout out to Madison
but
for
did
noticing
that reveal
that.
any new characters and which way they're going? So
Well, it's I don't know. I haven't, it goes by so fast. I've got to watch it again and be like,
we gotta frame that.
Yeah, because, you have the little, what's the circular droid from
Our
the
BB-8?
BB-8 is in there. So we got to see, are they trying to tell us something in there?
Cool.
So
That's cool.
Shout out to Madison.
Madison, you rock.
Yeah.
See, we need people like Madison to let us know what's going on in these
right, because we just
Easter
don't
eggs.
we
no
don't
clue.
No clue at all.
Yeah. We just watched this with our mouth wide open.
Oh my goodness.
And everything all the little things just fly. And this was a mouth wide open episode all the way through.
I don't know how it went with you watching it. I'll tell you a little bit of the story of us watching it as a family. So the four of us get together, Denise, Ariana, Madison, myself, and we're watching this episode. And of course, I've been telling them, like, here's what Kevin thinks, here's what I think. And, and we're watching, and we're just like, the tension is building. And then that X-Wing fighter shows up.
It happens.
And I jump out of the couch. I jump off the couch. I have my arms in the air like this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I knew it. Kevin was wrong. I was right. And my family's like, Dad, calm down. And they're just like, and I can't sit down. I don't sit down for the rest of the episode.
Oh, I got to watch the show with you.
Oh, it's we're definitely going to do that.
I was throwing hammers at the TV, like cursing. And then apologizing, and then cursing some more, and then no, I wasn't doing any of that. Yeah. But certainly it was that was the first thing that went through my head. Is like, oh man, I was wrong. I don't like to be wrong.
Now, didn't your son think that this?
Oh yeah,
this episode was just crazy good.
Yeah, I watched it with Caleb.
Yeah,
and it was he just couldn't believe it. The crushing of the robot.
Oh man,
Luke got the fight that he deserved for a long time. It was just awesome to see him battle.
Yeah,
again.
Do you think this is Jon Favreau trying to redeem the Luke that we saw in the last 3 episodes?
No, I just think he's giving fanboys.
He's just just
giving fanboys some love.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of videos. I don't know if you watched reaction videos.
No, I haven't.
Online. I mean,
I need to do that.
There were some guys
probably.
that like full on man cried watching this episode. I mean, this goes deep.
I guess so. I loved it, but I don't think I was going to cry.
You were standing up and screaming.
That's true. No tears were shed.
A reaction video with Milton. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But it was certainly one of those moments. I think for me, the reason why I wanted to be right.
Yeah.
And if you haven't watched the episodes before, the whole argument was, is this going to be Luke, Grogu calling out? Is it going to be Luke or is it going to be someone else? And I just really have loved how Mandalorian has gone above and beyond the Skywalker saga. They've just really introduced all new characters, and just enjoyed. I've enjoyed watching those new characters come to life. And so to bring back Luke to me felt like, this is a cop-out. It's like we're just going back to the old again.
Yeah.
But how they did it was just,
right.
You can't argue with it. It was perfect.
But when you think of the arc of the season, it makes perfect sense that he was going to do this, right? Because he's been connecting to the old episodes. He's been bringing the nostalgia with it. And what better character to do that with than Luke Skywalker? I mean, it just made it felt right at the end. Like, yes, like this is the hot Star Wars bubble bath that I've been needing, and I got it. Thank you so much.
Here's the quote. This is a quote for the episode. I'm not even going to repeat that. I'll start blushing. That's awesome. I love that. Okay, so lots of things to enjoy in this season, in the season at large, but certainly in this episode. But what we try to do on the Feel Good Media show is pull out just some practical, everyday spiritual applications.
Right.
So what were some of the things that you really liked?
Well, Bogatan decides to help, Mando with his mission.
Yeah.
And she realizes that if I help, I get closer to what I need in life. I need the saber. I need to reclaim my authority over my people or my heritage or my whatever she considers it to be. And it's true that when we help others, we receive, and that's a biblical concept. It's better to give than to receive. As a giver, you just naturally are in a position to get more, right? And anyone who's given to God knows that this is true. The physics of it don't make sense a lot of times. The economy of it doesn't make sense a lot of times, but it's been proven over and over in the Christian life. When you give, you get back.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I like that. Mando shows up in Grogu's cell. You had some good notes in this section just about how he extends his arms out to him, and just talk a little bit about that scene.
It just hit me, and it didn't hit me the first time I saw the episode. It was the second time that Mando walks into this cell, and there is Moff Gideon with the saber wielded over Grogu, and Grogu just puts his hands out. He just says, like, "You're there. I need you right now. Come and save me." And that's the position that we need to take with God. Like when we're in peril, we look to so many other things to get us out of harm's way. We look to look at what's happening in the country. We're looking to people, and our first move should always be to God. Like, God, if you don't get us out of this, who's going to get us out of this? Right? And that needs to be our position as Christians.
Grogu, I did man tear up a couple times at the end. Grogu certainly is. They really did an amazing job giving you the emotional connection that these two friends had.
Yeah,
and I felt that.
I did.
It was weird, but it was really cool. I think they did a good job of how you really move mountains for your friends to help them along, and self-sacrifice, and really all of that. I think they did a good job of showing that, and it's really cool analogy of our relationship with Christ as well, of what he does for us and where he goes.
Yeah,
where he goes for
and
us.
what he wants us to do for each other.
Yeah,
too. Those personal connections are so important and necessary in life.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Yeah.
Did you have anything else that you pulled from the episode?
The moment that I think the whole show has been moving to, where Mando takes that helmet off in front of Grogu, and they see each other, the eyes meet for the first time.
Yeah, his hand touches his face.
Yeah, and because of our humanity, because of sinfulness, because of our weakness, we don't have the ability to see God for all that he is, right? Even in the Bible, the moments that God showed up, like people had to protect themselves, right? Moses in the cleft of the rock and other moments, or people who saw a glimpse of God and they were like, I'm about to die, right? We don't have that ability, but there's going to come a time where we will have that. The Bible talks about being able to see God face to face, what a moment that's going to be. It was a great moment in this show, and it just reminded me that moment's coming for us. Sure. And man, it'd be nice if it was today. Don't think it is, but that's going to come. Yeah. And there won't be there won't be anything in between us and God.
That's good.
Yeah.
You know, do good. It's just hard for people to see good, and I think that's something that we really struggle with, is that we just see everything going on, and our immediate action is to see negativity and to see where we can complain. And I think you need to be able to look at people and see the good in them, and to pull that out of them, and to call that out of them, and to be that for them. And so this episode did a good job of just bringing it all together, giving it a good ending, and being okay with next steps and separation and just moving forward. And so, man, what a ride. It was an awesome series. I loved geeking out on it with
for
you,
sure. Now, we've done our spiritual part, we've done our feel good and do good. Let's talk about, to close this thing out, the extra scene at the end of the credits.
Where's it going?
What do you think?
First, I knew it was Jabba's like palace. Yeah. And they just did an amazing job recreating that. That was 35 years ago or something like that.
Easy.
So they just did a good job. But I was like, is this going to be the end of The Mandalorian, and are we moving to the story of Boba Fett now? And so that was my biggest question.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to get a whole season of Boba Fett, a new series, of him, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I think so. Is this our diving into the Hutt world and the gangster world of Star Wars? You know, the Hutts and all that whatever that is.
Right.
It'd be interesting to see.
Which is really where Mandalorian started. I mean, the first episode, the bounty hunter. Yeah. And the underworld, and he's getting hired, and then it just kind of honed in and focused. I think this one's going to be a little bit more gritty. Yeah. So it'll be cool.
It'd be cool to see.
All right. That's it for this episode of the Feel Good Media Show. And it concludes our series 2 of The Mandalorian. So we are actually going to go to some films next. And if you want to comment on what you want us to talk about, you can do so there in the comments. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell, do all the things so you know when we have new episodes. We're going to keep on rolling. And thanks for joining us.